Hey, how are you doing? So cheesy. Welcome back to Life Slightly Sideways. It's me, Vanessa Grace Lee, and I'm alive. Yes, I am, truly. Now, I mean, if you do follow me, you've probably seen that I was on holiday last week in Southwold, which has been such a nice break with my mum. But before that, I was travelling back from my last contract, which was on the Oceania Marina. And I did 4 months from February 12th till June 12th. And yes, what a journey. Went to Antarctica and Brazil and the Amazon, then Barcelona and the Mediterranean and France and Spain. And where else did we go? Oh, Italy. Italy. And I had such an amazing contract. I met some amazing people, and I'm looking forward to joining some of those on my next contract. And you know who you are. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, can I just say thank you for all the support and the love that I received whilst on that contract. It was so amazing. It's a tough life being at sea, and being a social hostess. You're a one-man band. You're on your own. You're in your cabin. You have your own cabin, and don't get the little violin out because my job is amazing. But I work 7 days a week. I have, and again, don't get the violin out. I have to show up for the guests, and every day. So you're never off, if that makes sense. You're always on. But I love my job, and I have met some amazing people and lifelong friends, and just shows it the power of connection. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to travel and meet people and learn so much about yourself and others. And there's been highs, there's been lows, and yeah, I'm survived to tell the tale. And actually, I feel a lot stronger, a lot more confident in my abilities and capabilities, and I'm so looking forward to the next contract. And one of my highlights of working on Oceania Marina was to reconnect with Silas Cook, who was my first cruise director when I first started on Vista in 2024. And he is just my angel friend. He is incredible. So if you have the fortune to have him as your cruise director, go talk to him. He's just wonderful. He has no ego, and he's the most selfless person behind and in front of the scenes that I've ever met. And coupled with Leia and Kat and Laurence and Dragona, Luciano, there's so many. I'm so sorry if I've missed anyone. I've just had such a fantastic journey with all of you, and looking forward to working with Kat and Carson on my next contract, which I will tell you where that is shortly. And yeah, looking forward to going to different places on this next contract. It's a clue, I start the same place as I did this time last year. And I'm cruising around the same area, and then we go to somewhere completely different that I haven't been to before. I think I've been to once, and that was 25 years ago, and I only visited, I think, one place in this area. And then I go to a whole new area of the world that I've never been before, and then finishing at Christmas in another amazing area of the world, which I'm going to give you more, because I'm hoping in the next contract that I will vlog a lot more, and just maybe do weekly vlogs so I don't put too much pressure on myself, because it can get a bit crazy working on a cruise ship. But I love my job, and I'm so lucky. And yeah, anyway, you're here for obviously to catch up, but also to find out what Jellycats have joined my family. So you might have seen one actually that I showcased very, very briefly on my Instagram. And I bought this for my mum, so he's not going to stay with me. Oh, by the way, do you like the do? Yes, menopause and working on a ship have taken toll on my hair. My hair has actually gone so thick, it's gone the opposite. Don't come for me in the comments, but my hair has got so thick. It used to be quite fine, but a lot of it, and as it was getting longer, I was finding it very difficult to control on the ship, and it was very dry, and it started to go yellow, something to do with my highlights in the water. So I'm not having, this is my own colour left in, and I use like a colour depositing mask in my hair, so it's a lot kinder. No chemicals at all are touching this hair apart from the chlorine in the water. And I'll have a shampoo for that. This is so boring, I'm so sorry. I do rattle on anyway. So I'm hoping that this will be a lot more manageable to style. It's quite cute, right? So those who've known me have had hair down to here. I have had hair this short before, but I'm really enjoying it. It was cut by the Hair Brothers in London, in Chelsea, and they're amazing, really looked after me, so highly recommend them if you're looking for a style rechange or reset. Yeah, I really enjoyed my appointment there. It was amazing. And had my medical, which I passed. Yes, so that's all good. So that's all good to go. And if you ever work on cruise ships, you have to have a medical and you have to renew them every 2 years. So yeah, mine was up for renewal, and it was the first thing I did when I got home off the ship, was have a couple of days off and then straight down to London during the heat wave to have my medical done. So anyway, all that's out of the way. So getting back to why you're here. I'm going to sneeze. This is live television. Pineapple. Pineapple. No, not going to sneeze. Apparently if you say pineapple, you don't sneeze. Anyway, this is our newest addition to the family, which is not entirely true because I have been purchasing online, but this is the one I just recently bought last week at High Tide gift shop, plug for you, Southwold, beautiful shop. And I was so surprised to see how many different Jellycats she had. She had so many and she looked after them all so well. So great ambassador for Jellycat's flagship store in the UK. Which I believe is Selfridges. She's looking after your babies. So this one is the Pebbles, or the Pebble, Amusables Pebble. And I couldn't not. We were by the sea, and can you believe it? My cottage here, 100 yards, this shop called High Tide. I was in Victoria Street and they were just round the corner in Trinity Street. And yeah, I think it's Trinity Street. I mean, thank you, universe. You just made my holiday even more special. So yeah, there she is. There's Pebbles. And I gave it to my mum because she's my little rock in life. And just to remember our little holiday in Southwold. Yeah, so you're cute. So that's my latest, or our latest. While I was away, I also got, hang on, which one shall I show you next? Oh, this is the one I got in St. Malo. I went in to the shop and I saw it there, and I was with my friend Leia, and I said, Leia, I found it. I found the one I'm getting. Again, I don't search them, they just kind of pop up. This one is a bean. It's a baked bean. Isn't that the cutest thing? I didn't even know they did baked beans. Now, I've got a history with baked beans. Of course, there's a story behind all these Jellycats. I was sent away when I was 8, nothing dramatic by the way, to Brownie Pack Holiday. Now in America, I believe you call this Girl Scouts or Girl Guides. In the UK, we call them Brownies and then Girl Guides. I think you call them Girl Scouts. And we were sent away, me and my friends, for a week. I lived in Stourport-on-Severn in Worcestershire, and the pack holiday or the week away was in Somerset, which is the other end of the country. And we all piled on a bus with our luggage and our little bits that we needed for our break, and we set up home in a village town hall with all our beds in a row, like a dorm style. And the very first night, guess what they gave us? Baked beans on toast. Did not like baked beans, didn't like them before I even went. And I cried and I cried and I cried and I wanted to go home. And that night, I think I must have talked in my sleep, because Brown Owl came up to me, who's the leader of our pack, if you like, said, you're keeping me and Tawny Owl, which is the assistant, awake, Vanessa. You need to stop talking in your sleep, or we're going to have to ring Mummy and Daddy and they're going to have to come and pick you up and take you home. So that night, I buried myself into my sleeping bag where the zip isn't, right at the other end, and I nearly suffocated to death because I did not want to go home and be a failure in my first night away from home. But I ended up staying for the full week, and we went on loads of adventures in Somerset and had a great time, great memories, apart from eating baked beans on toast. So I saw you and I thought, I have to get you because A, you remind me of my childhood, but also you're quite cute. And obviously, I'm traumatized over baked beans, and I think you're healing that trauma bond that I have. So here he is. Isn't he cute? I'm going to call him something, maybe Somerset Bean. I don't know. Who knows what I'll call you, but that's you. You're my new addition. So we've got in reference for size, you've got Pebble and you've got Baked Bean. Oh, how cute are they? So they're my two sort of really recent purchases. And then my mum bought me some things while I was away, because as mums do, she sees things. She's got too much time on her hands, bless her, and she'll look for jelly beans or Jellycats. This is Silas reminding me, he calls them jelly beans. I call them Jellycats because that's their name. And she bought me, what did she buy me? Two extra ones. So I'm going to show you the ones I received, and then in another video I'm going to show you the ones that she bought for her. Okay, so I have this one. Now, I did actually, I'm going to cover her ears, taste these in Bordeaux. I've always wanted to try these because they always look so yummy. And I think they're called cannelés. And she's called Carol with an E. My mum's Carol with an E. Very random, because Carol's normally spelt with an L, and very few people are spelt with an L-E, and she is. And so happens that this one's called Carol with an E. Anyway, I digress. So Carol Cannoli, and she is a dessert from France. Look at the detail. And she's amazingly cute, isn't she? And again, for size reference with the bean, about the same size, I'd say. And when I tried these, cover her ears, I didn't really like them. I didn't think they were as nice as they look, because they look incredible. You think they're going to be really caramelly. But they weren't as caramelly as I thought they were going to be, and they're actually quite dense. They tasted a bit like bread and butter pudding, but without the butter. So like a bread that was like soaked in, I guess, the caramel, and they were browned. And they were nice. I think they were an acquired taste, because they didn't taste how they look, if that makes sense. I met a few other people that went to Bordeaux, and they said the same thing. And so I don't know if we just got a funny batch or whether they're meant to be more caramelly. But yeah, let me know if they're meant to be. I'm not too sure. But my mum bought me this, because she was called Carol. So isn't she cute? So there's that one. And then the last one that is joining my little family. Now, this is something I love to eat. Sorry, he's over there because I don't want to alarm him. I love to eat these because they're the combination of basil, you're with me here, tomato, herbs, and mozzarella. Here he is. It's mozzarella. Oh my goodness. I mean, he looks like a king, doesn't he? Look at this. With his basil sceptre, do you call that? And his crown of tomato with the seeds. Look at that. Oh my goodness. He is good to eat, and he's so squishy. I absolutely love you. I think you're amazing. And I love this. And I love it with a bit of balsamic as well. And a bit of olive oil. Making me hungry. My mouth is actually dribbling. So yeah, so these are the ones that are coming into my family. Oh, we've missed one. Hang on, let's put you back a second. We've missed one more. My last one is another one from my mum, which is again a very French patisserie. Very cute. I think it's maybe chantilly cream, shoot me if I'm wrong, profiterole, praline, I'm not sure. There's a really juice. How cute. She looks like she's in the circus. But isn't she absolutely gorgeous? A really juice. I'm actually learning French, and if you're listening, Laurence, you're going to have to help me out because you guys speak so quickly. But I'm getting there. I'm learning all my verbs, which is feminine, which is masculine, what goes with what. And yeah, I am going to learn French because it's one of the languages that I love France. It's my favourite place in the whole world. And if I could live anywhere in the world, that's where I'm going to live. So we need to join the EU so I can live there full time in my old age. So let's get it together, UK, and get back into the EU so I can live in France full time and not worry about the Schengen rule. Anyhow, I digress. So yeah, I'm learning French. And how cute is she with all her little layers? Look. Oh my goodness. Just adorable. She's tiny. So here we go. Here's my family extended whilst I've been away. I don't know if I can carry all of you, just slot you in there. The pebble is from my mum. But these are my 4 that are joining me. So yeah, I shall do another video before I go. I am going to London next week for a wedding, so I might vlog a little bit when I'm down there and have some fun with some friends. And then I shall reveal where I am going to next on my ship adventures. And yeah, so I hope you've all enjoyed this little video, and I shall speak to you very soon. Take care. Life Slightly Sideways, signing out.